Hey, what's up guys, GFXLab, and I saw a video the other day. It was with CNanners, and he was talking about game design. He was talking about how he wants to develop a game. Now, I myself have a Bachelor of Arts degree in game design. I have like a degree from one of those like game design schools, but I suggest nobody ever go to any of those schools. Don't go to Full Sail. Don't go to any of these schools, because you are going to waste hundreds of thousands of dollars on loans, on everything like that. And it is everything that you need to know is all online and probably provided by, you know, the developers themselves. So and a lot of times these schools, they don't have up-to-date information about what, you know, the engines that they're on. Like when I was doing the I was working with the Unreal Development Kit, which is a game design engine. It's a 3D game design engine developed by the guys who created Unreal Tournament. Well, it's pretty much an industry standard game design engine, and when we were working on it, like a lot of the material we were studying was outdated, and we would have to go to the actual website and look up the information. Like the new tutorials, we'd have to download them and read them again. And this was like 5 years ago. Now it's entirely different. The way they have the Unreal Development Kit, it's changed. It hasn't like changed too much, like too ridiculously, but it still has changed, and you still have to keep up. That's one of the main things about game design, is you have to keep up with the technology. You have to keep up with, you know, the trends, what's going on. Right now the trends are all in iPhone apps, in mobile apps, so that is where people are focusing. If you want to be a game designer, your best bet is to get into mobile apps, because not only, I mean, they're smaller projects, yeah, but I think they're a lot easier to consume. They're a lot easier. You can make a lot more. You can, you know, everyone can afford games on their iPhones and on their phones, on their Android. Everyone has a phone. You know, when you develop stuff for a console, it's really cool, like Black Ops and stuff like that. It's really awesome to develop one of these games, but for one, it's like they're usually huge projects. Like this game obviously has the single player campaign, which no one plays. I don't know why they even developed that, but and then they have multiplayer. The multiplayer is crazy, and they have like all these updates. There's a whole different world to multiplayer games, and so it's just a lot of stuff to ingest. And if you're gonna, that's why they have teams. Like you have to learn one aspect of, you know, of making a game and become really good at it, and then push your talents, and then you have to get into the mode. Kind of like how CNanners got inspired at that E3 or whatever he was at. He was surrounded by people who were passionate about making games, and it's really contagious. It's like if you go to like a cooking show or something, or if you're around a bunch of chefs and they're making stuff with their hands, you know, they're making these delicious foods, and you're somewhat interested, even you're just a little bit interested in cooking, you're going to get really excited around them. You're going to want to get in there and cook too. And, you know, it's just the follower mentality. And when you get into like around people who are doing game design, who are doing incredible things right in front of your eyes, you want to do it too. You want to get in the game, and you want to be like, okay, I think this is what I want to do. And it's really exciting, especially game design. The world is massive out there. Now, I want to tell you guys from my own personal experience, is that if you want to learn how to do game design, don't get sucked into, I know it's really exciting, but don't get sucked into any of these schools. Like, don't get sucked into any of these private schools, like Full Sail or any like DeVry or any of these ITT Tech or whatever. Yeah, don't ever get sucked into any of those schools. Don't ever go to those schools. You need to choose like a career path. You need to choose like a specific aspect of what you think you'll be good at. Like if you're going to be a good programmer, then go into computer programming, go into computer science, and focus on that. If you think that you are better at art, because there's two mentalities to game design. There's the artist, and then there's the person who makes it happen, like the developers. And the artists are usually the people who can come up with stories, who can come up with the environment and the world. They have like this huge imagination to go in and actually come up with all these characters and make the story come alive. And they're the people who have dreams about games. Those are the people who make creative, and people who love to draw and stuff like that. And then the people who love to solve problems, people who get excited when they figure out some crazy, people who like to take pieces of RC cars, people who like to fix their own RC cars, people who who like to fix their own cars, people who like to get their hands into and really get into how things work. Those are the type of people who make good developers. And if you're a mixture of both, those are the type of people that become good at being, directors. Like, they become good at being an actual game designer. And the game designer doesn't have to necessarily be strong in both, but they have to be somebody who understands both worlds enough to talk and even get in and solve some problems that developers or artists don't have. Like, if you're and that's the quality of really good game designers, being able to sketch something out and being able to talk with the programmers about how to do certain things. And that comes with experience. That's why those jobs you don't get until you are way along the lines of your career, because you have to be around it for a really long time in order to be able to grasp all aspects of the game. And for me, I've been in advertising for a really long time. I understand the project management side. I understand a lot of the technical stuff. I understand how to code a little bit. I've worked with Flash. I've worked with the Unreal Development Kit. I've worked with Unity, and right now I'm learning Unity. So I'm really working on being more strong and proficient at Unity, which is another game design engine. I hope I can get around some other people who can do that. If you guys do game development and you guys know about Unity, or you guys have experience with Unity, then I would really like to talk to you. And if you guys are actively developing games right now, that would be amazing, because I have a lot of questions and I'm definitely getting into it. I'm not like a noob to the whole game design thing though, because like I said, I have schooling, but schooling doesn't matter. What matters is experience. Real life job experience is what matters. So I think that my advice to CNANers would be to get really into one of these engines and use it as a starting point. Use either Unity or Unreal Development Kit. Watch all the videos you can, because those videos really work. There's a lot of tutorial stuff, and they're all on the website. Just go to the company's websites and learn about it, because you need to get knee deep in code, and you need to get into the game design ordeal. You need to get deep in there. And I hope you guys have an epic day. I will make some more videos. I don't know, guys. I hope you guys have an epic day, epic night, whatever it is. Peace out.
God damn, girl, you got a fat ass.
Hey, instead of sitting here spanking the monkey, why don't you go ahead and like my boy GFXLab on Facebook. www.facebook.com/GFXLab.